Nobody's here, but I'm still doing my thing. What's going on, HFG, the mascot of MMT Pro, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here before HFG. That's actually the new thing, right, guys? Like, I'm here before HFG. That's the new thing. That's the new ching-a-ling, baby. Yeah. Oh, look at that custom encore. Who has this? Nobody. Exactly. Custom encore for footprints, bro. What's going on, everybody, man? You gotta be fast GG for this time. Yeah. Today, guys, I have some very good news. We're gonna do some coding because we are going to code the settings so people can basically look what I did, guys. Look. So first of all, no need to create new charts anymore unless you want. You can directly change from inside one window. That's coming very soon. Actually, it's coming on Monday. You know what I mean? Look, Sol Binance, boom. You see? Okay, this is like, you know, what is this? What is this? What is this thing? Oh yeah, these are footprint. Yeah, tickers. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the ticks per row. Of course, Solana. You know what I mean? Small ticky sizey. So now you can change from here, which is pretty nice, right? So you can open up a new chart as well. You can do, for example, Fartcoin here, and then hop Fartcoin here, and then you can change something else. What is this? I don't know, XLM, boom. XLM here again. Look at that. And what we're gonna code, ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that you can apply configuration, like all your colors, to every chart. So simply just apply my configuration, and you can share your configuration. You can share your colors, your themes for each to people. That's the thing. That's amazing. That's what we're gonna do, brothers. That's what we're gonna do. I'm in love with you. Boom, bam, bam. We need to do the final blow to Trading Light, Kia Toka, and all this other slop. We're gonna do the final blow. Me and the community. We're gonna give them the final blow. Headshot. Boom. That's what we're gonna do, guys. It's gonna be game over. Heat map. Heat map egg. Yeah, we need to do the heat map. Everybody wants the heat map egg, huh? Why? How hard is it, guys, to fucking just click these buttons here? Let us be honest. Footprints on the heat map. Yo, too much numbers for a man like me. Oh yeah, baby. By the way, right drag click. You see, right drag zoom, 360 zoom in. I'm booming. Look at that. Who can do this? Tell me what the hell is going on. Tell me how smooth this goes, man. It's like oil. It's like a 560 HP horsepower car. But when you zoom and you have CVD, it zooms too, bro. Yeah, I know. Hey, by the way, on Monday we're gonna have the open interest candlestick open interest. I know. This thing is like a little bit broky. I know, guys, but hey, give me some time. Yeah. Okay, cool. Enough bullshit. We're gonna vibe code in cursor. Why? Because we need to change. And I changed everything up. So cursor is going to help me with that. So I don't need to type everything. Alright, so this is the VPVR bullish color, and that's gonna be call. Look at that. Come on, baby. Oh yes. Wait, what's going on? Layer config pool color. It's not gonna be. What's going on? I don't know. We don't have it in the flow. VPSV. Anthony GG. Bull call. Bear call. Look at that. Too smart. Give me some colors. Boom, boom. Nice. Oh, he would be nice too. Yeah, Husky, what's going on? Husky, the Teal Street abuser. Husky, one of my favorite. I don't know what Husky is. Husky, his avatar on Twitter. I don't know, he does something. He's like a marketing genius, not gonna lie. When Teal Street collab? When is Teal Street going to buy me? I'm gonna say, guy, okay, listen. Anthony, your terminal is crazy. We're gonna buy it. Okay, Husky, you basically. Well, okay. Right. Configuration. Pasting JSON. What are we gonna do? Where are we? Does it have imbalances? Or what style do you recommend when using it? Yeah, imbalances. You mean footprints? Yes, but I need to do a little tweak on the imbalances. Where is the error? Here. Here is the error. Okay, GG. Color convert layer config bool color. We don't have the config here. Do fast as fuck. Shit. Show pok, show va. Pok color. Va color. Original left. Config. VPVSV config. Delete. Actually, to be honest, this guy here. And then. Wait. Text value. Pok. Naked values. Okay, cool. Don't trust cursor blindly. He's a junior. Oh man, what's going on? We don't need this. We need this. This. Get out of here. Alright. Wait. Layer, config. Look, I'm faster as cursor. How is it possible? I mean, I'm on cocaine. That's the difference. Max VPVR width. Okay. I trust your cursor. Text per row. That's why I use cursor. I normally don't use AI, but for all, I changed the whole game. Like, everything is changed. So, this guy is gonna basically speed code this. So I don't need to do that. Because I have other things to do, you know what I mean? I'm a CEO. You know what I mean? I need to do things what CEOs do, right? What do they do? What do the guys do? What are CEOs doing these days? Naked extension. I like that. I like my woman exactly like my order flow tools. Naked extensions. You know what I mean? That's how I like them. Honey. Naked extension. Until they collide, baby. Color. App. Chart config VPR bear call. That's not gonna. That's not what it is. It needs to be. What's going on? Linux Belgian flag, huh? You can just. How can people code like that? You blindly trust this thing. Like, I swear to God, if you code with this like forever, you're gonna be so stupid because your brain is basically shut off. It's like Italian brain rot. How's the music, by the way? Okay, this is tricky. We need to do the call here. Tricky call. Into the call here. Into this. Yeah, exactly. He knows exactly what I want to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put color call. Come on. He can't. I'm waiting for him. He's too slow. Call. Naked extension config, yes. That's not what it is, brother. You need to have config here, man. Config. Value area percentage. Config. Show va. Config. We need to be faster. We need to. Every time we're wasting time. The competition is getting ahead. Actually, it's a Twitch weekend, so they don't work. So I'm gonna have 2 days up. You know what I mean? Wait, this is va call. We need to do this call trick again. With col is gonna be mGUI color convert, color here, color there. Color here, color there. Perfect. Okay, what is this? We serialize this thing. Well, the good news is that we do not need to serialize this anymore because we have a trick where we basically have our colors into U32. Right? Hi, what's going on here? So U32 can be serialized into a config, whilst a vec4 not. The cool stuff is that basically the only thing we need to do is this, and it's gonna work. Does he need to switch chat? Yes, man, what's going on? You're my boy. You're my boy, that's what you said, and now then you say, does he need Twitch chat? Yo, RK Sodia, what's going on, man? Antwerp. No, not in Antwerp, man. I live in the fucking nowhere. You know what I mean? Antwerpen. Okay, we still have some issues here in this thing. Where? Let's spot them. Let's spot them quickly here. Color. So the good news is this is already in U32, so this can be gone. The same thing goes here. And layer config show naked extensions. Va color perfectly fine. Wait, draw tag Y. Vec4 color. Yikes. mGUI convert to vec4. mGUI color convert float 60. Boom. Done. This can be gone. Layer config va color. Delete till this, and this. Same thing here. Same thing here. Save. Actually, we do it 2 times here. Color config show naked values. Layer config show naked values. Layer config show va. You see, if you it's like almost if I need to do this manually, man, I was the whole day. The whole day, bro. If layer config show puck. Come on, man. Look at that. Value of standard bin color A. Color is this, but that's gonna be a U32. U32. We need to convert this into an mGUI vec4. Color converts this thing. No, it's not true. Color converts. Yes, that's it. Thank you, cursor. The same thing here. Like this. And then we convert back. It's not the most ideal, but it is what it is. Hey, Ashton, what's going on, man? By the way, Ashton, member of the core team. Okay. Almost there. Global chart config from serialized. App. App. Config. I'm just trying to guess it. Because cursor does not know what's going on. App config is going to be app user config chart. Global. Shut the fuck up. It is what it is. Believe me. Cursor, you need to trust me. I know you want to trust me, but I'm the leader here. You know what I mean? I'm guiding you. Layouts. Okay. What's going on? Where is the errors? Here. App user config chart is config. App user config global. Is that true? Let me see. Yeah, I'm correct. Globalos. Global is app config. What is this? Where is this config coming from, brother? This was it. This was the original. Where is config coming from? We need to check that. Smells like bad codes. Smells like bad codes. Oh man. How to navigate big projects. I don't know. I have no clue, bro. I'm a vibe coder. Now I don't know where the error is. The error is gone. Only one way to find out. Just make it. Heat map layer. Oh, that, ooh. Let's start from the top, right? MGUI declared but not used. Okay. That's weird. App config is this is gonna be the global one. App config use local time. Make GG. Or like the errors are shrinking. Yes, that's what I want to see. All right, what is this? Rounded Unix is going to be app chart config use local time. Is this one right? We gonna have. Why is this? Why is this an underscore? There's no underscore. GG. Okay, where is this config coming from? What else is going on? I'm confused. Waar heb je leren programmeren? Nergens. I didn't went to school for programming matter, my man. I'm like... I was lucky, I guess. Where is this variable coming from? This is a... I need to get div this because like this is like magic to me. Get div client source. Where's this thing? Layout loaded. Layout loaded. Let's see what's going on here. Where is this config coming from? Nobody knows. Wait. Huh? Because really, you were chosen one. Yeah, but yeah, like I thought, it's like I'm doing a refactor. You see, I have VS Code as well, but this is like a refactor, and I need to change. I changed my configuration, variable names, and all over my project. And if I need to do it manually, it's just so annoying. And Cursor can just it can do what it needs to do. You know, that's the reason. That's the reason why. Hi, I'm a computer science student, Korea. Graduating next year. I learned so much from Anthony's videos building a blockchain with Go, and it really inspired me. Salute. Trying to build a blockchain voting system for graduation project. Sounds like a very good project, not gonna lie. But it's tough creating it from scratch. Yeah, it's tough. But it's not unfeasible. Every for single node blockchain. Anyway, thanks a lot. Man, you're almost there. Just copy what I have. Sprinkle some of your own sauce. Make your variable name so complex, and you're gonna see like, oh shit, what's that? This is amazing, they're gonna say. Right? And they're gonna try to run it, but they can't because there's an error here and an error there. And they say, yeah, it's normal. It's like CBA configuring it, and then they're gonna say, GG, you're graduated, brother. Good luck. That's what's gonna happen. Make it so complex that they feel like idiots. Now we still not know where this config variable is coming from. Save user layout, but that's actually... Wait a minute. Ah. Yes. Yeah. This is it. Yes. Two things. Yes. Wait, global. Okay. If this project is top notch, never seen anything close to it. Well, top notch, there are good projects out there. This is not like a unique project. Well, it is in some sort of a sense because the rendering techniques and everything is just state of the art. It's bleeding edge. Because I had the ability to do so, right? Most of these companies, they can't. They are VC funded. They have no understanding of low-level programming languages. They don't want to... So They pick what's actually most... Man, I'm spitting here. Spit on that thing. They pick the languages that makes most sense, right? They pick JavaScript and they do some WebGL and GG well played, right? But I do not need to, because I'm my only boss, right? There is nobody that's gonna tell me what to do, and I can take as much time that I want to figure these things out. And that's what I did, right? I figured these things out, experimented, and suddenly came to a good base, and now I'm building upon that, and that's going to bring me with the best technology for charting ever created on the world. There is nothing better as this. And it's not, of course I'm biased, but it is what it is. There is nothing faster than what we run, because it's bleeding edge, and which it makes no sense for companies to use what I'm using, because they cannot find the devs, because who the fuck knows all this stuff? Literally nobody. So you know what I mean? It's either a genius move or it's the most stupid one. It depends on how you see it, right? But for me, it doesn't really matter. Like, for me, there is nothing on the line. You guys need to understand it. I love building this. I wake up every morning, can't wait to start building more features to this. This is my passion. You know what I mean? This is where I live for. This is what made me back in the day, what made me as a programmer, and this is where I'm gonna end as a programmer. You know what I mean? This is my hobby, my baby, and there is no pressure. This is dangerous. You know what I mean? This is dangerous for other tools, because if you have somebody like that, this is a fucking dangerous motherfucker. You know? How many push-ups do you do? I do a lot of push-ups, man. I do a lot of push-ups. Do you want to see? It shows the power of being skilled dev. GPT couldn't match this. Okay. Actually, guys, I think we can build this, and it's not gonna work because the whole configuration is kakapupu. Oh shit. Heatmap player also broken, huh? This is gonna be the app config show decimalos. We have more arrows. Let's just make it, because I don't wanna. I'm too lazy. Same thing here. Inshallah. Okay, we don't see anything because there are no colors. There are no colors, huh? Zero colors. Hey, do I see a footprint, huh? Look, look the footprints, bro. let me remove the heat map. The footprints are here. Why? Why are the footprints black? Lives matter. Because the configuration. Okay, we fucked up. That's for sure. We don't. Where is bull? Bull color, baby. Bear color. Wait, is this working? Delta custom anchor, invisible candle. Delta, volume. Are you using WASM to render? Yeah, baby. Wasmos. Yeah, show us your body. You're not ready for that, bro. If somebody subscribes to Pro, if somebody subscribes to MMT Pro right now and can prove it to me, right now, can prove it to me that somebody subscribes to Pro, I will show you my body. I will put on the. I will already put on the light. You see the light is here. The lighting is already okay, you know. I will put it on full screen. I will put it on full screen here, like this. And then I will do a little bit of posing. But I need a Pro subscription. MMT Pro, and I do the thing. Are you using? Waarom zou je beginnen? The backend is Go. The backend is Go. The backend is Go. There is nothing better than Go in the backend. Literally nothing. Go is the best language for the backend. The best. The MMT only for here. Cap track is going on. Good news actually. We don't have candles as well. Look, the configuration. So we need to do some default configuration, right? A default theme. That's what we're gonna do. Default themes. How do we do this? Let me kill some windows. So basically 3 points. You know what you need to do? You need to spend some money, man. Why are you able to do what all the sides fails? Because I have no life, bro. That's the only thing. Because I have time. I have time and I have no pressure. You need to understand that. That's the only reason I can do this. Is because I worked so hard in my life that I have time to do these things. Not wasting. It's like 4 months, 4 or 5 months in. Full time. I didn't earn a penny. You know what I mean? So I had time to experiment with these things. And yeah. And then you have like a VC funded company like Kiyatoka. And they cannot render anything. They lag, they bug. And then you have me. And in this and 2 months, I completely bombarded them. It's gonna be game over. It's very simple. Just because their name sucks. Let's go on Armadon. Hopefully top number 1. We're gonna see. Nothing is for granted. We don't know, right? And if we're not gonna make it, I had a lot of fun, and that's gonna be fine. Inshallah. The bullcrap nonsense developer. Yeah, baby. No bullshit. Do you know what tech stack Kiyatoka uses? Yeah, just like React or something. You know what I mean? We need to be a chart widget, and then there's default configuration. That's what we need. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Holy crap! How do I become like you? You don't need to be. You do not need to become like me, man. You need to stick to yourself, and you will become the same. Just trust your own gut feeling and do your own stuff. And nope. Listen to people that make sense, and do not listen to the people that do not make sense. And who that people are, that's different from person to person, right? We all have different belief systems and all that stuff. It doesn't really matter, right? You just need to respect people that respect you, and everything is going to be fine. Mashallah. No, that's boring. I want to be you, but my life sucks, bro. Believe me. It's too much sacrifice, but it is what it is. I need to do this. Chart config default. So this is the problem, right? Look at that. We have no colors at all. So let me open up another thing. Colors. We need a lot. Footprint folder color is that. Footprint. Bear call is what we need. No, man. Footprint bear call. Wait, let me delete this. What is suggesting? What is image? Call red? Yes. Footprint bull call green. POC call, imbalance call, scaling. What the hell is that? Linear. I don't even have this option. POC call is what we want. Imbalance call. Footprint imbalance call is gonna be yellow or something. Footprint POC naked extension. False. Footprint ticks per row. 25 is going to blow up your PC. But it is what it is. Ticks per row. Nothing. Footprint enable fixed tick size. Stop suggesting me. Let me think. Footprint enable tick size. False. footprint. This is for Clappy. Footprints. Enable. Detect. Imbalance. What is this thing? Imbalance ratio is not going to be... Enable imbalance, this one. False. For now. Enable POC, yes. Show candles, that doesn't exist. Purple. Purple. Purple, man. Purple ray. Footprint mode volume. We don't have this, shut up. Enabled fixed tick size. Show volumes. Okay, this is that. Candles. Bull call. Bear call. Press everything. Line thickness 1. Line color black. That's not gonna happen. It's gonna be blue. Brand. Which is blue. Volume bear call. Why is suggesting me yellow, bro? You're literally having every bear color is gonna be red, and now he suggests yellow for no reason at all. He's a rebel. He's a rebellion, man. Look at that. Cursor rebellion. A rebel. Still have no candles, huh? We missed one color, you see. Just want to know what it's like to have a body like that. The thing is, it's all super easy. I don't understand. Like, I tell this to everybody. Like, I have literally everything in my life what I need. I was thinking about that not so long ago. I think yesterday in the car. I have literally everything that I want in my life, and I still am not happy with what I have. It's crazy. I have a fucking fast car. I have 2 cars. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 amazing kids. I have a jacked fucking body. I have money. I have a community. I have Twitter follow. I have a YouTube channel. I have everything. Legit. And it's not enough. You know what I mean? And I am not even smart, guys. I always tell this. I'm just mid. I'm the middest person you can be. Like, I am a normal. The chances you have a higher IQ than me I'm stupid, bro. The only thing that I do is I stick to the fucking plan. I cannot explain this. I don't follow advice from nobody. That's the thing. Like all these books, I don't read fucking books because my brain cannot comprehend that. The only thing I do is I have a vision in my mind. I try some stuff to get there. Things will not work out. I adjust and try again. They will not work out. I adjust and try again. And I keep doing that. And I realized that if you do this, the results will always come. You're not going to be viral. You're not going to be a multi-millionaire, but you're going to have somewhat of success. And that gradually scales over time. In the gym, the same thing. If you just eat good, you don't need to eat like a fucking bodybuilder. Just eat normal. Think with your fucking brain. Eat enough proteins, enough carbs, not too much fats. Just do normal. Don't drink alcohol. I drink alcohol, but don't drink it like every fucking day. You know what I mean? Go to the gym. Don't watch these fucking idiot bodybuilders with their mosquito brains. Lift fucking weights. But how many times? And no, it doesn't really fucking matter. Lift them. Lift them every day. the heaviest as possible. You know what I mean? You pick the heaviest weight you can fucking pull up. That's what you do. It doesn't really matter what exercise. Just pull the fucking weight. Simple as that. And you do this for a very long time. Simple as that. That's the only thing you need to do. But the problem with you guys is that you want something today and you think next week is what you're gonna get. But that's not true. You have a vision in your mind. It's gonna take you 5 years. It's gonna take you 10 years. It's gonna take you 20 years to get there. And that's bad news, isn't it? That sucks, right? Yes, it sucks. Indeed. You know what I mean? Luckily, we live like plus minus 70 years. So, hey, what is 20 years? You know what I mean? What car do you have? De Bayerischen Motorenwerken. M3 competition. Yeah. I'm M3 MMT Pro. MM3 Pro. Okay, something's going on with the colors, bro. But what? We don't know. Let me open up candlesticks. You see, no candles at all. Bull color, bear color. Okay. Okay, there's something going on with the bears. There's nothing going on with the bears. I changed my mind. What is this? That works. Toch? Why is this? Ah, okay. Now we are here. Okay. Now we are loading the decent configuration in. All right. Okay. BTC. What's going on here? BTC, OKX. Boom. GG. Heat map. Hello. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. Yeah. Didn't fix it. Can we do this again? We can't. I need to fix that. Okay, so we changed settings here. This ain't gonna work. It's the volume, man. I'm looking at the fucking VPVR and I said that the color is not changing, but it's the volume. We need to test these settings here. Let's do this and then a yellow thingy. Yes. Can I do layout save, refresh? Oh yeah, baby. Oh, when things just work out of the bat. That's amazing. Enable fixed stickies. Always, actually, to be honest, 200. That's always nice. This one. Origin left. Show poke. Okay, baby. Poke line. Oh, cap check is going to test so many things. Oh, he's going to test so many things, bro. Boom! Where are we? 15 minutes, huh? Need to test all this stuff. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna have save layouts, refresh. Yes! Yes, baby! Oh! Look at that. That's the best. It's better than sex when things just work. Let me remove VPVR. Salute. In TV, can we have moving average on top of the volume and span? Yes. It's been really inspiring the work you really put. But how do you all taste stuff by doing company full time? But I pay I mean, listen. I am a company. You know what I mean? Like, I don't work for a company because I am the company. I am the company. That's the thing. Listen, it's so funny, guys. Like, when I was when I did coding, YouTubing, and people asked me like, what do we need to do? And I gave them advice. Everybody was against me. You know, it's like Reddit, bad posts about, oh, Anthony, yada yada yada. It's like I get a lot of shit over my face because of the things that I say what you need to do. And it's pretty funny because everything what I achieved is exactly, you know what I mean? It's by doing exactly what I do, which is very simple. And now it's like, and now I'm trying to do it again. And hopefully people will actually realize like, hey, maybe this little Anthony midget, maybe this bald midget from Belgium, maybe he was right. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really matter. I give up. Volume needs rework. Everything needs rework. If Claptrap is in charge, everything needs new work, but it's fine. I'm gonna listen to him. Basically, I am just the how do you call it? The extension of Claptrap. Captrack. He tells me what to do and I do it. He's basically my boss. You know, he knows the shit and I'm executing. You know what I mean? That's what teams do. Okay, now we need to set these configuration. I think that was already been fixed. To be honest. Pixpero. Show puck naked extension. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick here. Refresh. Yes. I think we're in a good spot. So, oh. I was deploy. This was deploy. But we fixed that in staging. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Make it lines like this. Boom. You can't see the gaps anymore. Oof. Ooh. That a lot of shit on the screen, bro. What the hell is this candle? Skinny. Okay. Okay, good. Where is this? Remove volumes. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. Man, what? Look at this. Okay. Since we're really talking on this topic, what's your approach would be if you were a dev who had built full stack apps for 2 years? I think building full stack apps is the best thing you can do. To be honest, if you're a full stack developer, you're way ahead of any backend developer. I always said this. I also get a lot of critique when I said that front-end development is more important than backend, which it actually is. Because backend you can get away with a lot of things, but in the front-end you can't. Because if the front-end is bad, you're gonna know it. But listen, it's a bit of a problem, right? So I cannot really teach people how to code. And I realized that very late in my YouTube career. Because I have the way I think is always about a product and a user. That's how I think, right? I'm gonna build this. Somebody's gonna use this. So you build it. I never think about, oh, I'm using this language and I need to use this variable names and this paradigm and this and TDD and all these things. That I couldn't care less about that. I don't give a fuck, you know? And that was a bit of a struggle in my YouTube thing, is where people were trying to follow me to learn how to code, but then they saw like, wait. And then I said like frontend is more important because it's where the user is going to interact with. Of course, your backend is fucked up, but I mean, being a full stack developer is insanely valuable. Crazy. So where do you progress from there? Well, you start progressing from full stack into somebody that builds stuff and puts it on the internet. And maybe people are going to use it, and maybe people are going to pay for it. You know what I mean? Okay, guys. So I think the configuration is kind of okay-ish, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's saving and all that stuff. So now we need to find a way to read this JSON, so I can share my JSON config to you, and you can apply it, and you have the same settings as me. Wait, one more thing. Actually, to be honest, let's say CVD. Open interest. We don't have that yet. We have it actually, but order book depth. Funding rate. But we are in. Where is this? OKX. Okay. Funding rate in OKX. GG. That's not gonna work. If I save this and refresh. Okay. One more thing. Oh, I'm gonna basically have an orgasm right now if this works. Orgasm. I'm gonna have an orgasm, bro. Oh. Yes. So I can apply this configuration. I have a new chart open. For example, Fartcoin, boom. I dock it in here because we can't do that. And I can say, okay, apply configuration, this configuration, wow, and it has everything. And now people are saying, yeah, Anthony, I know that you're enthusiastic and all that stuff, but that's actually default behavior. Yeah, I know. This is what everybody does. I know, but we don't have it yet. So I'm gonna be. Can I be excited for once in a while, please? I know it's mandatory to have that, but come on, guys. Not too hard for me. I'm confused. How do I? What if pro shares config with non-pro? Shit. You see, I'm mid. And I'm surrounded with a team of way more intelligent people than me. Ashton, you have a good point. Okay. We're gonna think about that. That's actually a good idea, to be honest. If a product it's top shelf but looks weak, it has 70% chance to fail. What do you mean by that? If a product is top shelf but looks weak, it has a 70% chance to fail. A product never fails by the product itself. A product fails by the people behind it. Products never fail. Even products never fail because they are in the wrong niche. You can build whatever you want and it can succeed. Products fail because the people behind it quit. That's the only thing. That's literally the only thing. You cannot fail if you keep going. You can't. The question rather is, are you gonna keep going? That's the question. And nobody knows that. Because it's gonna get fucking hard. How many times Market Monkey was almost just completely done? A lot of times. In these 5 months, a lot of times. How many times did I have doubt to quit? 50 times. Do I still have doubts? Every week. But I know in the back of my mind that it's just a phase. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day, you know? Today's a good day, yesterday was a less good day. So but like I said, I cannot explain it. You need to undergo these things, my mans. Here's a good point. Consistency can't fail when you learn from your failures. Exactly. Learn from your failures. Do not be afraid to fail. That's something that I just don't give a fuck if I fail. I don't matter to share publicly that I fucked up. And some people are afraid. I don't care, you know. Okay, so first thing we fixed, these settings, I moved them up because they are global settings. So the question order is, let's go here. I think we have enough cursor. Actually, to be honest, I was liking cursor, not gonna lie. I was liking cursors. We need to be in main, Odin. And then render menu bar. Actually, we were here. Look at that, boom, here. And then we're gonna have something like settings here. I think I have rendered settings copied here. Yes, exactly. How are we gonna do this? Un momento, por favor, amigos. Did you went straight to freelancing? No, I jumped in startups. So basically the decision that I made was early on, instead of making good money in companies like the bigger companies, like the corporate companies, you can make good money, right? If you really want to make a lot of money, just do Java or C# or something, or .NET, and you're going to make good money, especially here in Belgium. Actually, I think everywhere, right? You're gonna make good money. You're gonna drive BMW, Jeep, hybrid. You're gonna have a fucking good life. Or a Tesla or something, or these Polestars. And you're gonna work 8 hours a day, and it's fine. But I didn't pursue that career. I was hooked by working in these small companies where I had a lot of freedom and creativity. I cannot work for a corporate. I can't. I don't have the skills. I don't know how these people operate in teams. I can't. I'm gonna be completely honest. If I can never work for Google, not because I'm stupid, but maybe I am, right? So I can't. They have. I tried. They have these patterns and things, ways of doing things. It's just not for me. I think everybody's wrong. In my opinion, how software engineering works, how companies work, how startups. I think everybody's wrong. Everybody's fucking wrong, and that gives conflict, and that's why I can't. So I worked for these small teams. Like the beginning was like Bubble Post, where like three founders, and they needed a dev, and I came in and I could do whatever the fuck I want because they had zero knowledge of technology. So I was free. I could pick whatever I want. You know what I mean? Tests. Who the fuck needs that? I could do whatever I want. I wrote it in PHP, then I swapped to Node, and then I swapped to Go. And they didn't know. You know? So I picked these companies because it gives me a lot of freedom, and I can unleash my creativity there. And that's where I shine. Where I can be creative and be fast. Very productive, you know, and it worked very well. And then I get shares, and my team gets bigger, and I exit the company and go do it again for another company. And your network is building more network because you did a good job. Everybody knows you. You're that crazy crack dev that helps this company scale technology wise. So I hopped from startup to startup, trying to get a lot of equity, small pieces. Of course, it's not. I'm not a co-founder or something, but like small, and you get these bonuses and yada yada yada. But you work for 2-3 years for nothing, basically, right? And your connection, your network grows, and before you know, yeah, network, baby. That's how it works. But you need to be comfortable with being nobody. You know what I mean? Did you work at Trading Light? No comment. Not anymore. It's actually still a thing. Guys, listen, I'm gonna give you the best advice ever. No matter what you do, if you're a programmer or whatever, or a trader or whatever, always follow your guts. Always. Because if you're wrong, you're gonna learn from it. Why no comment? Okay, settings, bro, settings. We are. I don't know what's going on. I'm in my yapping mode again. It's always the same thing. Open pop-up. Wait, this works different. This is a mechanic. We need to. No, I don't want this pop-up, man. Stop suggesting me this. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, baby. If app is no return. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hola. I think I need to just do this. Yeah, let me surrender all the time. You don't need that. And then the only thing I need to do here is this, right? Only thing I need to do. Shit, I'm an idiot. Wait, I know what it is. 59% that I misnamed it. No, it's not. Shit. That's bad news. Layout saved. And there's gonna be. Settings, yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's going on? I know it's a bit weird what you see here, I know, I understand, and I completely agree. What did we miss? It must work. There's no reason no, actually, to be honest. No, it must work, it must work. You never got back to me, bro. C1 Coney. Oh yeah, you're the thingy. Oh man, yeah, but you need to keep poking me, bro. I forget. It's not that I want to ignore you. You need to basically keep poking me every single day until I give up. Until I. Okay. Okay, cool. So Hide legends. Show layers not working. Grid is working. Round decimals. How do we test that? Use local time. That's working. I'm still confused by this local time. It's like, if this candle happens at 7. Wait, let's take this one. If this is at 6:30, 16:30, half 5, and I set local time, which basically means right now. That's correct. Nothing needs to shift. So I'm actually confused about how a session needs to work then. And we discussed this internally, but it's like Sunday, 24 May. What's that? That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's where the session starts. Actually, wait. Doesn't it start on Monday? I'm confused. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Linux server, what's going on? I love you, brother. Okay, but we are going to need to test. We are going to need to test settings. Where do we do this? At least that's working. What's going on here? It's gonna be layout, huh? This thing. Look at this. Look at this. This project is crazy, not gonna lie. And so many files, man. And a lot of these files are like 800 lines or something. 2,000 lines. 2,000 lines chart widget. It can actually happen. It can mean two things. Or I'm basically just lazy motherfucker writing everything in a single file. Or it's just a huge... Making charts is hard because you say, yeah, but he's using mGUI. And yeah, but mGUI is not going to save you, bro. mGUI is not going to save you. Nothing. That you're gonna come from a bad trip if you think mGUI and you're gonna that's mGUI is just a thing. Is gonna help me with these widgets and all that stuff, right? That's mGUI. But building a chart, that's not simple so much. But like I said, it doesn't make any sense. Like splitting things out is basically what I learned is if you keep things as simple as possible, it's good. The moment you're gonna start extracting and doing all these paradigms and don't repeat yourself, you're fucked. Because you're gonna spend 2 hours figuring out how not to repeat yourself. That's what I learned in my career. Is like, okay, keep it dry, which makes sense. But making something dry is you're gonna spend days on making something dry. And then it's gonna be buggy and you're gonna make mistakes while it just worked. Okay, we copied the function 2 times. And we did a little difference here and a little difference there. Okay, if something works, no problem, you go in this function, and in that function you fix it. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's way more simpler and way easier to read than splitting things out in 25 different functions that are basically dry, but nobody fucking knows what's going on, and cry. Don't trust me. I'm gonna write the book. And the book is gonna have 1 page. The end. That's the simplest book ever. Layout. We're gonna actually see, man, how can I focus? How is this even possible? How can one do this? This dude is so fucking true. Like, hey, hey, listen. You know, my Twitter handle, no bullshit programmer. Like, do you think I'm here to basically tell you guys lies? No. K1! Daddy K1 is here, ladies and gentlemen. Represent! Hood! Ladies and gentlemen, K1. The big boss. The raid boss of all traders, ladies and gentlemen. And K1 basically promised me. He said, Anthony, listen. Because you and Cappy and all that stuff, we are building an amazing, amazing platform. I'm going to tell everybody that I know that everybody needs to use Market Monkey and upgrade to Pro. Right, K1? I love that so much that you said that to me. Much appreciated, man. Strong arms. Yeah, baby. I went to the gym today. I did back day, brother. Heavy rows. Rows for the host, man. You need some sun. I know, man. I know. My wife is basically like, she runs a lot. She runs marathons and all that stuff, and she's brown as fuck from running in the sun, which is in Belgium a big task. And I'm like a snowflake because I'm sitting here in this bunker writing fucking Market Monkey for you guys. Buy me a 10 session, huh? 0% K. This K1 is so funny, not gonna lie. Oh man. Okay. The default configuration. Nobody knows. Default. How does it call? Chart config. No, it's global config. User config. No. Global config. That's what we need, ladies and gentlemen. Background color. I'm gonna be color convert float, and that's gonna be the plot BG, yeah, that's gonna be fine. So I think it's just because we saved our state into something bad, it's gonna work right now if you refresh, right? So if you change this to, I don't know, like savage, like bear color or something. Oh, look at that. Like pink. I think K1 uses pink. Where is pink actually? Here. This is K1's background. 100%. K1 trades like this. Anthony, did you been in Turkey? Merhaba, nasılsın? İyiyim. I'm trying to... What can I know? Aşkım. Seni seviyorum. Büyük takım. Adamsın. Nasılsın? İyiyim. Sen nasılsın? Çok güzel. Aşkım çok güzel. Damn, I was thinking like how do I count to 3 in Turkish? It told me İrbiki 3 or something like that. Damn, I always forgot. Turkish 1, 2, 3. bro. 1, 2, 3. Hoedje van papier. Turkish! Bir. 3, 2. Allee! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 milyon. Çok bar. Oh man. I have some Turkish friends, so but yeah. You know, they teach me things that we cannot see on stream, right? So yeah. Okay, guys, this works. Okay, so now come to Turkey. I went to Bodrum a couple times. I went to Antalya. I went to... Where's that other thing? You have Turkish map, Bodrum map. You have like... one. Bodrum, and then there's other thing. Antalya. Stop. Bodrum. Izmir? I don't know, it was not that. You know what's so funny? If you say Belgium, people are a little bit retarded. So if they say like, hey, what's the capital city of Turkey? And they say Istanbul. They say Istanbul. I said, no, it's Ankara. And then they say, no, Anthony, you're wrong. And then they're going to look and they say, hey, wait, what is Ankara? What the hell? Actually, it's true, right? Turkey. Man, am I just... Turkey, capital city is Ankara. 100%. Yes! I basically, in Belgium, I fuck everybody up with this. Nobody knows. Everybody said, what's the capital city of Turkey? Istanbul! No, motherfucker, you're idiot. It's Ankara. And then, huh? Ankara? And then they look. And then they say, hey, Anthony GG is a genius. Where did I went, actually? Bodrum a couple times. I think 2 or 3 times. But also went somewhere else in Turkey. I don't know where. It must be some small thingy. It was close to Bodrum, by the way. It was close. Okay, we need to investigate. Google Maps. Shit. Yeah, that's where I live. Bodrum. Here. Wait, I'm confused. Here's Bodrum, okay. I think it was somewhere here. Or here. I don't know, somewhere here. Doesn't really matter. Close by. I'm born, I live in Bodrum. Oh man, that's crazy. Bodrum was a good time, man. I think it was the Atas Hotel. Atas Hotel? Aska. Hotel Aska, man. Oh, my memory is so good. Bodrum Hotel Aska. I swear to God. I met a German girl there. Oh, yo. That was crazy. Oh, man. Here, this one. Aska Hotel. Is in Bodrum, huh? Or close by? Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, Bodrum, Aska Hotel, here, I swear to God. And then here, you had this little pier. I remember. So we were here and you could walk, other hotels here. And then, normally, you had some, I think it was here. I remember, and then you had like a pier with boats. A pier here. Oh, prime time GG, I swear to God. Holy shit. I think she was Jessica. Jessica, something else. And she lived, I swear to God, she lived in the, look at that, Krauforder Allee. Krauforder Allee in Düsseldorf. Düsseldorf. I remember this. I swear to God. That is where she lived, in the Kraufolderallee. Never been there, but I remember. I remember. Jessica, if you see this, I'm still looking for you. Of course not. I remember that. I met her there, and she was from. It's imprinted in my brain. And I was like 17 or something. 17. I was with my dad. I remember that. 17. Jesus Christ. Insane. I went a couple times. I also went. I did some TV. I was a Belgium star. It was basically Gym TV Getaway. Gym Getaway. Gym Getaway Bodrum. It was with Reggie. A super famous Belgium DJ, by the way. And I was in the Gym Getaway Bodrum. But the thing is, you're never gonna find it. It's so long ago. Gym Getaway. It should be on YouTube. I swear to God. Gym Getaway. I was there. Some Sulek. Gym TV Getaway. Oh. Reggie. Oh. Gym Getaway, Reggie. I'm gonna find it. Anyway, I was there. Also in Bodrum. That was insane. Oh. Okay. If you come to Turkey, let me know. Yeah. This year is not gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen like I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit in love with Albania. We went there previous year. Somebody from the community, actually a good friend now, Terry, lives in Albania. And we went there, not Albania. And he picked us up and we drove to Dermi. Basically close to Greece. Was fun. Did you ever use Bittrex? Nah. Bittrex, big flex. Short positions. Everybody's like into the wild with this. More than 4 billion worth of Bitcoin short positions at risk of liquidations. Of course they're gonna. Where are they placing them, huh? We don't have show high low. Should that be per chart, show high low, or should that be just global? I mean, Man, I was blind. Yeah. Hi, hint me, baby. How do you even decide crypto price if you don't have big customer base? Experience. I think you're gonna be very surprised how many customers we have if you're talking about myself. You're gonna be very surprised. Show high low. Huh? I mean, aren't prices decided by loss? And Binance has like millions of those. I'm confused. You mean the price of a coin? Market makers. They decide. Market makers decide. If there's a low cap, I don't know if that's what you mean, but if you have something with no volume on the exchange, well, you always if I mean the world, it's because the world works with arbitrage. I don't know if that's what you mean actually. You mean like, for example, you have an exchange that basically also sells and buys Bitcoin, but you don't have the orders like a Binance does. So you basically you have an exchange with some market makers, but it's all about arbitrage. And that's how everything in the world works, not only trading. Everything works like that. Every piece in your life, gaming, relationships, everything is arbitrage. I think it's the world's secret. Price of the coin. It's the world's secret. And basically, Excalibur is something you need to understand. It's very hard. What I'm going to say is very hard. But if you understand that, you beat life. Basically, well, you don't beat life. You understand the world. And it's going to help you... it's going to help you make better decisions, and it's also going to help you to do not, how do we call it? People are upset. A lot of people are upset by a lot of stuff happens in the world, right? You know, you have these family members or these friends or these colleagues, and they are always upset. Something happens in the world. Oh, and they are upset. They don't like it. They are upset. And I'm never upset by what happens. Like, who's the president? I don't give a shit. Who's the Pope? I don't give a shit. Who's Belgian politics? I don't give a shit. I don't care what happens, because everything is arbitraged and will always balance itself out no matter who's in charge of this world. Everything is balanced out at a certain point in time. So it's you just can't do nothing about it. It's equilibrium will always happen. Fair value is in everything. So what does that mean? For example, I'm going to give you the best example ever. So you're going to have, for example, a game, League of Legends, LOL, right? So what's happening is that at a certain point of time, they're going to create a champion. They're gonna create a champion. This champion is called Fu. Champion Fu. And Champion Fu suddenly is super strong. Like everybody that picks him, it's a meta. They use this item and this item and this item. Item 1, 2, and 3. And what's gonna happen is that this champion is overpowered, right? So what is overpowered? Win rate of now you're gonna be very like, huh? If he has a win rate of, I don't know, 50 to 60% win rate, right? Is overpowered. This champion is overpowered. 55-60% win rate, this champion is broken. But Anthony, how is it possible? 55-60% doesn't mean anything. Yes, it's overpowered. Why? Because let me see. LOL champion rankings. What I'm gonna explain to you is very hard, but if you understand that, you're basically going to have a good life. Champions. Yeah, look here. Yeah, look here. What is the champion with the most win rate? Kog'Maw, apparently. 53%. 53% win rate. Broken. At a certain point of time, this is important, I'm going to explain you because it's exactly how crypto works as well. How exchanges work, how everything works. It's very important for your life. How friendships work. How everything in life works like this. So what's going to happen is, the moment that somebody comes with a special item, somebody invents something. He found alpha, and alpha is everywhere in life. Somebody found alpha, some piece of value, something that somebody does not know, some alpha. And he's going to combine these items, and suddenly his champion is going to have a win rate of 60% or something, or 61%. What's going to happen is people are going to arbitrage this champion. Why? Everybody's going to pick this champion. Everybody's going to play this champion. But what's going to happen is people are going to counter build. Why? Because everybody's picking fucking Kog'Maw. So everybody's going to build against Kog'Maw at a certain point of time, at this champion. So what's going to happen is this win rate is going to drop from 61% back to the normal average percentage of a champion. It's getting arbitraged. It's a meta comes up. Somebody founds alpha. Somebody gets successful. People copy it. People see that. People counter build it. And it's going to back to equilibrium. It's going to back to a fair price, to a fair thing. Right? That's what's happening. Or Riot is gonna nerve it a little bit. It's always arbitraged. You know, it's always like in balance. And that's how life works. Everything is always in balance. Always, all the fucking time. So the same thing works in trading, right? If you have an exchange where you have BTC or something, but there is no volume on this exchange. So it could be that if you have a BTC here and BTC on Binance, there's a lot of volume. But the thing is that if people are going to see that there is an opportunity to arbitrage this. So what's happening is that people are going to place trades because they're arbitraging it, and that's going to make the spread. I cannot explain it, but the reason why futures work is because of the funding rate as well. It's also because people will hedge and arbitrage their stuff, and that's how everything keeps in balance. You know what I mean? It keeps the world going. It keeps everything in harmony. It's the yin and the fucking yang. So yin and yang is arbitrage. It really works. You need to investigate the yin and the yang. That's exactly what I mean. And it works in everything in life. Everything in life works like this. Trading, friendships, games, every fucking thing. Politics, powers. What's your rank in LoL? I don't know. My best was Diamond or something, but a long time ago. Yeah, I get it, but what low coins that barely have anyone buying, selling, and pricing different too much. It doesn't even matter. It's arbitrage. I just tell you. Like, there are market makers making the market, right? So they will make sure that there is always some volume. That there is always volume on the bid side and on the ask side. Well, they will make sure. So price will and how do they bid? These guys, they don't they quote like normal, right? They have aggregated stuff on it, so they quote normal prices. There's not a lot of volume maybe, but still. This is like a fair value price, and then they're just gonna quote above and below, and you know what I mean? That's why you see in these heat maps, right? For these low level coins, you can actually see that how it works, right? For example, what's a shit coin? Layer. Yeah, these heat maps, I still need to fucking fix that if we change the I don't think I can show it to you here very well. This is like... there are way more better examples than this. There are way more better examples. What is this? What the fuck is this? That ain't right. That ain't right. Ah. There's one bug with if I switch the thing, there's one bug here I need to fix. But the thing is, I'm on the 1 hour, it makes no sense. Well, there are some coins, and you can clearly see that they are. You can clearly see nicely that they how these bots these makers quote. But yeah, you need to. There are some coins that clearly where you can clearly see that. Well, anyway. It's not a great explanation. I try my best, but I can't. I cannot really explain it very well. But the main thing you need to understand is that things will never be exploited for way too long, because people come in and people will just balance everything back out. That's how it works everywhere. So there is no need to be worried or upset in your life, because everything what happens will eventually be balanced out sooner or later. And we as humans, we are just so small pieces of the puzzle that we can't do anything about it. That's the thing. You know, it's like even voting. I never vote in Belgium. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. I just stand blanco because it makes no sense. Because it's the illusion. It's the illusion people give. It's the illusion they give us that we have something to say, but we don't. My opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. It's all been like friendships and these cooperations. They are already been set, bro. They're already been formed way before elections happen. It's all known up front. This is it's not a conspiracy. That's how it works, right? That's just how the world works, man. All right. So the next step for me, actually now we have this, it's pretty nice, is to find a way to open up a window where we can just paste, or we can just actually, if I open up a new chart, I don't have these settings, right? Because I need to find a way to actually a button like apply settings or so, like load settings. These are globals. Gonna make a big one with tabs and all that stuff later on, which is just all global settings for everything. What I'm gonna do actually as well is I'm gonna make a configuration for we need to have settings as well here somewhere, because we want to have like a global tick size for every order flow tool, you know. PTC, ready to pump. Buy. Why don't you buy? Why didn't you buy here, bro? Why? Look at that. Last chance. Last chance, baby. Hidden until hovered. That's a good one, actually. You see, we don't split this out equally. Yo! It remembered my settings. No, this was already like that. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I am. Can never have enough percentages, huh? What do you think? What do we need more? Yo! Who is this? Get yourself a pro subscription. Thank me later. Hey, wait, what's going on? We fucked up. Look at that. We fucked our. I changed the team. I changed the team a bit. Changed the team a bit, bro. I gotta stop. We need more. More. Here. Oh shit. Like that. Yo! Who's this? Who's this? Can you share the space? It's on art list. Here, art list, and then just go techno, and it's there. It's in the techno playlist. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Yo. MMT Pro OP. Okay, how can we bait? How can we bait? What's a good bait? How can we clickbait them? Wait, who trades like this? I need to bait. I need to bait you all. Who trades like this? Tell me. Okay, let's fuck that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna peace them out. I need to do some focused work yet and check some messages and all that stuff. It was a very good stream. Well, from my perspective at least, I could do my thing. It was good, positive vibes. Nobody that asked me like, hey, rust and all. No, just chill. Good, positive vibes. Me and you having some fun together. That's what it's all about. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. Don't forget to jump into the Market Monkey Discord. Only if you're, I mean, if you want, right? I mean, if you're not a trader, you cannot do anything there, right? So, but hey, otherwise, feel free to jump in and have a good weekend. And don't forget, tomorrow is never promised.